A Skywalker scene with the horse. Oh,
Yes!
oh, with the horse, with the horses. Yes, that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, though. But Jakku, Pasana, Tatooine, of course. What do we have in? Isn't there another desert planet in the Mandalorian also? Spoiler, those planets were all filmed on Earth. You stop with the spoilers, please. Gosh dang it. Wisconsin Lego Wiz! Rating with 11. Congrats. Sorry, I've not made it in. I have lurked. I think I lurked in your last session, but I've not been able to properly watch. Thank you for the shout out, Smokin' Joe. And thank you, Wisconsin, for raiding over here. What were you up to? Welcome, Raid Shadow Legends. What were you up to? What were you doing in this session? I think I'm pretty confident that this needs to happen, so I'm just going to make it happen. What was Mr. Wiz up to? Because yes, I do be getting fancy with it. Savarine of Solo, gotcha. Thank you. Built a yellow submarine today. Right on. Taking it back a little ways. And the first of the Lego house dinosaurs. Nice. Excellent. Snapping shrimp. Made it up to 4 months. Thank you for that. Thank you for the resub. Scorpex, thank you for the lurk. Rogue One had Jeddah. There you go. Why did we need Pasana? We all live in a yellow submarine, of course. Never got your hands on it. Yeah, it got a little bit memed on my channel because I never got it, and it became the thing that all the kids asked about always. Hey Jay, why haven't you done the yellow submarine set yet? Hey Jay, when are you gonna do the yellow submarine? And now I can finally answer that. I can finally answer it. Go see Wisconsin Lego Wiz's build, because he did it. Oh, Bad Bradley, go away. Go away. With your facts and your reality. Sheesh. No wonder Anakin hates sand so much. They keep going to more and more and more and more and more sand locations in the Star Wars universe. This makes a lot of sense, actually. Fun fact, we've never been to the planet of Endor. This is true. Kobe should do a pink submarine. They fly now. Oh my goodness. Will this fit? Yes, this will fit. This will work. I will make it work. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. I need something to hold it back. I don't want these to be pulled into one another. And this is just a little bit too long. Well, I can extend the boom a little bit. We've been on planet Endor. What? You're talking about we've been on planet Endor. What's true? Which is true? We've not been on planet Endor. Is true, correct? Tin Man, take care. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, this should be black, I want to say. Because I could go gold. I think I'm going to go black. I mean, canonically, hasn't it been explained that Endor is a planet and the moon? We went to one of its moons. We've been to 2 of its moons now. Star Wars canon is weird. Indeed. Indeed. Wikipedia goes with Endor as the name of the planet and the moon both. Interesting. Interesting and odd. All I care about is lightsabers going. Late aughts. We had 14 layers of canon. Yeah. The good old days. This almost works. Almost. That's so close. It's so close. No cigar, though. Oh, what if this goes outside? Or what if this comes inside and that goes out? It's more like it. It's more like it. That might work. Endor has 9 moons. Cool if they went to planet. But isn't the planet like a gas giant or something? So you technically can't. Absolutely funny to make fun of it. It's great to make fun of. Gas giant, gotcha. You are correct. It's the gas giant. Hoth is actually Hoth 5. 5th planet of the Hoth solar system. That's one people know about, so they call it Hoth. That makes sense. Like the fact that we call ours the solar system, based on the name of Sol, which is the name that we humans gave specifically to our sun, not to all suns, though we now reference suns as suns and solar systems as solar systems, but still call this, yeah. Rey holds the dark dagger up to the horizon and discovers the dagger can extend. Hate all of that. Hate all of that so much. And this is going far. This is a big thing to say, but I think that's one of the dumbest things that happened in the history of Star Wars. Was that MacGuffin. Or those MacGuffin. Okay, for this, I'm going to definitely put I'm going to put one of these there. How does the dagger show the way into the damaged yet unscathed throne room, right? And why? Movie clock go. In other news, I'm making progress on this rigging here. Maybe bring that down just a little bit. Dagger should have been a key or something to open the door. Why is there still power? What? Why is there a door? Why would there be a secret door next to Palpatine's throne room where he keeps all of his cool toys? Right there on the Death Star. Where is Palpatine's ship? Where is his home? Why did he move all of his best stuff to this incomplete yet fully operational battle station? It's painful. It's painful. Why can't the Final Order just make another Wayfinder and give it to Kylo? Because there's been a great disturbance in the Force, okay? Just like there's been a great disturbance in my bandwidth. Is that going to catch up? Is it going to catch up? Great disturbance in the bandwidth?
There is a great disturbance in the Force.
Thank you, Bad Bradley. That was the correct response there. All right, let me get the... Do you call it a mizzen when it's a schooner? Because the main is always the big one. Is the foremast the mizzen? Oh, this should be rotated. This should be rotated.
Yes!
I understand there's a lot of plot holes in these movies. Some of them make sense, others don't. We can't do much about it now. Fans don't decide how movies are made. We can still be mad at it though. Because we love the series so much. And we want it to be good. We want to protect it. Right? We don't want it to be damaged. No disintegrations. This needs to go up by 1 and be rotated forward. And that comes via this. Props to Filoni for sticking true to prior canon. Yeah, he definitely cares, right? He definitely loves the stuff. I just wish that Filoni would do a little bit less, just a little bit less of the nostalgia. The nostalgia hits. We should lean into it just a little bit less. At least he knows his stuff and he cares about the history. And I respect that. I respect that care. Even if I don't agree with all of his decisions, you know? Still mad that non-turbo Eclipse had an 8-speed transmission. 8-speed? Was that the last generation? Oh, are you talking about Fast and Furious? It was 13 speeds. Is that what you're talking about, Smoking Joe? Tyrese's Eclipse in Fast and Furious? Yeah, it was 13. Just kept going and going and going. Anakin and Grievous meet for the first time based on the dialogue, and Filoni made sure to keep Anakin and Grievous from meeting during the entire 7 seasons of Clone Wars. Yes, yes. Later, the floor pan flew out because of manifold failure. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing. I live my life quarter mile at a time. Ray Jar Jar. Ray was canonically actually a Gungan. Man, do I want to rig this up as well? I kind of don't. I kind of want to leave it alone. I don't want to go too overboard with the rigging. The rigging prawn here.
Well, you shouldn't.
Rey being related to a legacy character, Palpatine coming back, clones, Sheev quotes, and Ben being redeemed and ending up romantically with Rey, and a host of stuff that was purely in opposition to TLJ, all stuff the fandom pretty much demanded. Some of it. Definitely some of it. Fans aren't as smart as they think they are. May have made the movie bad for the rest of us. Well, I mean, it's the people making the movie who are responsible for the movie. There are plenty of dumb fans and annoying fans. I don't think fans can be blamed for poor movie making always. Things that cost hundreds of millions of dollars should not be crowdsourced. I think I need to connect this somehow. Palpatine, return. Mashing together everyone's wants sounds like a bad... Well, it's a bad way to do anything, you know, to do design by committee. It's always a bad decision. Okay, these are going to have to go gold. I love gold. Ice cream is good. Fish is good. Ice cream fish doesn't sound good. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Super Ron, for the lurk. Thank you for being here. Glad you enjoyed some of it. And I hope that you sleep well once again. Where was Force Heal when Han died? Oh, it hadn't been written yet, I guess. Dare I do this? Talk about irreverent. I can. I think I can attach a sheet to the back of this to keep it taut, but the lanyard. Wait, what do you call that? Why am I forgetting now? I'm forgetting all my nautical terms. This is bad. Halyard. The halyard. Sounds similar. Cannot be made taut unless I have a forestay. I can add a forestay to this. I probably need to add a forestay before I rig up my main halyard. Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? It's the Star Wars talk confusing me. Yeah. Many wise. What just happened? I saw something move on my screen and then I heard a sound. What happened? What's happening? The name is Ernie. Hi, Ernie. How you doing? Also, snapping shrimp. Why did I not see snapping shrimps resub? Did I not see snapping shrimps resub? If I didn't, I apologize. I feel like I didn't catch that. Yeah. Thank you, snapping shrimp, and also thank you, Ernie. Hope you enjoyed the content here. I did? Okay, thank goodness. Whew. Thank you for having noticed that. Wondering if y'all are reading the Star Wars wiki or something. Not all. I mean, sometimes folks having discussions like this will go back and reference something, but usually it's just talking about what we know. Where did Rey learn to heal? Yeah, that's the question. I don't mind Force Heal. I think Force Heal is a cool thing, but her just suddenly knowing how to use it was sus. Weird she knows how to do a bunch of stuff she never heard about, yeah. Learns it from the ancient texts. Where did she practice? So she learns it can happen, but that's not something that can be simply taught. You have to practice, which means she must have injured a lot of animals and probably killed a lot of injured animals in the process of learning, right? Why didn't Luke use it to heal Anakin? If it was in the ancient texts, surely Yoda would have taught it to Luke. Seems like a pretty important thing. Love how Disney tries to convince us Rey is the strongest Jedi. They did? It didn't work. I'm not convinced. Not even a little bit. Rey had to have engaged in animal experimentation in order to learn how to do the Force heal. There's no way to do it without it. Luke didn't have the Jedi texts in his time on Dagobah. But didn't Yoda know them though? Didn't Yoda know like all of the known ways? Because he's been around for a minute. I thought that Yoda knew just about everything except how to go blue glowy for some reason. He had to be taught by Qui-Gon. Weird. Yoda's order didn't have the texts. Okay. Yoda was too busy making Luke carry him around in a backpack. It's kind of how medical science was developed. This is true. This is true. A whole lot of horror. In order for what happens in it to make any sense, you have to read a bunch of books or do a bunch of guesswork as to what happened. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's difficult to make movies. It's a lot easier to make TV series or series in general, I think, than a movie. Because when you look at The Mandalorian, right? The Mandalorian, if you go through just the first season, think of only the first season. It doesn't cover a whole lot of ground, right? It covers a reasonable amount of ground, but it didn't feel like we went on a massive epic, right? It's little stories of just little quests, little side quests, right? But look at the length of that. Look at the amount of material that we get on screen for just season 1 of The Mandalorian, which was pretty packed with lots of little inserts, right? It doesn't go that far story-wise, but it's a lot of material. It's way, way longer than an entire trilogy of movies. It's like, how long was it? What had that been? Like two movie trilogies, I think? Just in amount of screen time. So it's really, really tough to cover something in a lore-rich universe in a movie. So in that sense, I think it's important and almost required that a lot of stuff not be explained when doing a movie. There is no Ben, only Kylo Ren will not accept this fake news. Ben, the last true Skywalker, would rise and order would be restored. Yeah, I don't like the whole order restoration because, like, you speak of the prophecy of the one who will bring order to the Force. You believe it is this boy. And supposedly that was Anakin, who brought order to the Force. I mean, Anakin brought order to the Force by taking out the Jedi. Right? You know, that was, or balance to the Force. That was the closest that we got to balance in the Force, was when the Jedi got slaughtered. Light side, dark side. The criticism is that Rey knew a bunch of stuff with no way of knowing it. and that is covered in a book series that came out 5 years later. That doesn't cut it. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. There should be at least some reference for something major like that. Even little, just a little hint. You don't have to go through the whole process of developing her skills on screen, but something major like that, just hint it. We have a whole trilogy to set it up, and you ignore the rest of the movies and don't. Well, there you go. Yeah. Off to bed, Des. Hey, thank you. No, letting you hang out. I didn't let you hang out. You chose to do that, and you did that. That was your time that you've spent here. I appreciate you spending your time here with us, hanging out. Thank you for letting me stream to you for this long. Thank you for lending me your time. Thank you for letting us hang out with you. Heroic Sociopath says, no, I let him. Yeah, the Jedi say in order to have balance to the galaxy, we must rid it of the dark side. Yeah, that's wrong. And that's why Rey should have been a gray. Rey should not be the last Jedi. Luke should have been the last Jedi. Rey should have been a gray. And scene. In a way, Anakin did bring balance to the Force. 2 Jedi, 2 Sith. Except there were there were more Jedi. Technically 3. Actually 4. Wait, it's 5. Yeah. Balance isn't 50-50 light and dark. We'll elaborate after running to your phone charger. Can we get a ! Charger in the chat for Jaina Solo, please? It has a little bit more of the relevant lore. Thank you, Smokin' Joe. Appreciate you being right on it. Charger lore. Yes. Somehow the charger returned. But my lord, is that legal? I'm going to try to do the same thing here for the mizzen boom. Boom! I will literally do the same thing. Because I like it. It works. She didn't seem gray in Rise of Skywalker when she talked to all the Jedi. I'm saying. Sure as heck should have been. Maybe in a future comic series. Oh, God. In a future comic series, they'll have her turn to the dark side. They'll have her become the replacement for old EU Luke. Go through the whole the dark side and back thing. Want a Plo Koon movie? Okay. I wouldn't be against that myself. Sure, things get fleshed out in other media, but in isolation, the sequels leave. Well, that is one issue. That is one massive issue. The sequels leave much to be desired. Yeah. Goes to Gondor and gets married to Tony Stark. I don't know. I don't think that would fly these days. I don't think that would fly. I think she would get married to MJ.
Not like this. Not like this.
Try not to dual pepper, yes. AJB, would you stop saying Rey Skywalker? You're getting me tilted. It's a triggering phrase.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
Although, oh gosh, that's a story for another time. Although, for all that we make fun of the sequel, for all that we make fun of the sequel trilogy, and all that we make fun of how things worked out with Rey, the worst thing / things done to the Rey character were done by Lego. The Lego Holiday Special had the worst possible voice acting for Rey. It was bad. I'm Rey Skywalker. Fish are friends, not food. Balance in George's vision didn't mean equal numbers of Jedi and Sith because the dark side isn't a valid aspect of the Force. It's a poison to the Force. Really? Okay. In George's vision, original vision. Interesting. Well, it shouldn't be, because he does a really poor job of pushing that forward. So much of what we have officially for Star Wars pushes us in the direction of the understanding that the ultimate expression of the Force is neither light nor dark. It is all. The Force is all things. The Force is all understanding.
Yeah.
Dark side is the One Ring. Yes, it is powerful. It would be ideal to use its power to destroy evil without succumbing to temptation, but you will succumb. You cannot use the dark side for long without losing yourself to the music the moment you'll own it. It's intrinsically Mom's spaghetti. Though it promises freedom, what it brings is enslavement. You do not master the dark side, it spaghettis you. No, sir, I don't like it. I like all the stuff that they actually put into the movies and the shows about the Force having many aspects. Force is like a bag of Lay's potato chips. Dark side is the empty space of the bag, pure evil. We're pirates. We don't even know what that means. Open fire. Ah. She took the name. I'm okay with that one. No one wants to be associated to Palpatine. Then she should have been Solo. At least that would have made sense, canonically. Not by blood, but by the name itself and the meaning behind the name. This is why I don't want to be a Force user. Rey Organa would have been better. Sure. Pretty much anything. Rey Solo. Not because Han has nothing to do with Han. After the training with Leia, I see. Better off with blasters. Hey, I'm with you on that. Given the choice. I mean, laser swords are super cool. Super cool. Rey alone. Yes, exactly. That. Rey Sue. Ooh. Walked away from the Jedi and followed her own path. And yet, Rey Calrissian? Oh no. Even the light side kidnaps kids. It's very morally ambiguous. That's why I like the Empire, but not necessarily Force users. Huh? Fond of the Mandalorian's use of slug shotguns? Yes. Oh, yes. They need to get the sound a little bit better, though. They need to get the sound a little bit better. When firing an atmosphere, you need to get that sound of the slug. Classified as a Jedi Sentinel. Why is there a Jedi in the name? How about Rey? Rey! How about Rey? Why don't we just call her Rey? Problem with discerning George's intent is that we don't really see the Jedi actually representing the light. The prequels are the story of them losing their way. Redundant. It's true. It's true. That is definitely the story of them losing their way. It's unequivocally true. I want to do a jib. Do I want to do a white jib boom? I don't think I do. Ray 2D2. That has a good ring to it. Resistance. Luke in Return of the Jedi is the closest to a representation of what the Jedi should be that we've seen. Yeah. Rey Shadow Legends, you had to go there. Maybe the prequels were made by the Sith to make the hate flow. Rey Akbar.
It's a trap! Let the hate flow through you.
This is too long. Though I do like it, it's too long. Didn't we already do Ray Frick? I thought we already did that. Jedi Sentinels were those who follow the Jedi path but get their hands dirty. So not the Jedi way. Basically doing some small bad to cause a bigger good. So bad then? Ray Picard. Ray Tano. That might have been worse than calling her Ray Skywalker. It's borderline. Don't mess with Ahsoka. Leave Ahsoka alone.
I'm back.
Who's back? Batidus! Finally. How about restoring some order? Welcome back. Ray Romano. Oh, God. But really, in the films, we don't see any balanced Force users, right? Legends, there was pretty much nobody claiming to be balanced who didn't turn out to be deluded or just lying. Gotcha. I see. Ray Temple Guard, yeah. Ray Gungray. Thought of myself as a restorer of chaos, but I'll take it. This should be here, right? I think it should. I'm gonna like this ship boat thing when it's done. Gunmetal gray. Lightsaber was yellow. Yellow is the color most Sentinels use. But she got that color from her time with Leia, didn't she? Ahsoka appreciation post. Always. Clip. I need a regular clip. Ray CT 7567. Giving the movie too much credit. Ouch. Ouch. E.T. species, canonically in the Star Wars universe, don't forget that. It makes sense. Ray Tano or Ray Fisto? Well, I mean, Fisto is just a terrible name. But I think Ray Tano would be more irreverent. Okay, now I can do the Force Day. Stam, down, Force Day.